Swap-O-Rama!
Swap-O-Rama!
We have anywhere between 200 to 300 vendors every first of the month. So it's been something people have been coming around the whole country for, and we obviously really help the cycle community. We don't oversaturate it by having it every week, so it's an event, a once a month event for the bikers, and everybody really seems to really enjoy coming here, having a good time. Go cyclemeet.com, all the information's there.
Swap-O-Rama!
Swap-O-Rama!
We're going treasure hunting and find some treasure. You think some treasure's out here today?
Already seen some, man. There's been a bunch of stuff out here. You see pogo sticks.
Cast iron gold.
I saw 3 pogos today.
I've seen a lot of carburetors already today. I've seen flathead parts that I normally never see. Benja's got, flathead parts on them, shovelhead parts. There's transmissions out here. There's everything you need out here to put a bike together. You can't do it in one day like they show you on TV, but it's the best way to go about it if you don't have a bunch of money. Go ahead and come out here and start buying. Make sure you know what you're looking for. Make sure you drag your stuff along in a wagon and make it fit. And then, yeah, I'll buy it, but I'm not going to buy it if I don't know it fits.
This is the only place around the country that has a swap meet every Sunday, the first Sunday of every month. Everywhere else you go, they might have it in the winter months, they might have an occasional, but here they have one every month. And they come from all over the South. They come from Miami, they come from Atlanta, they come from Alabama,
There's a bunch of Ohio guys down here right now.
So Rob, what do you think, man? Where are we off to?
Let's go look at some old stuff.
It's Webster's Swap-O-Rama Cycle Auto Swap Meet. First Sunday of every month, 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Hey Ron, check this out. It's a K model, I'm not sure what year, but this is the first motorcycle I owned, one just like it, so let's take a look. This looks like a 1952 or 53 maybe, a 750cc. You can see it's like a Sportster pretty much, but it's got the flatheads on it because there wasn't no overhead valves. So it was still flathead, but it was the update that Harley Davidson was doing in the 1957. They came out with the Sportster, and this was the bike that was the predecessor to it because it had the trapdoor transmission, the whole 9 yards. This was Harley's gold mine when it comes to track racing again. And let's take a look at it. Let's see what year we got here. A 53. This is something that you could buy and restore. There's still enough of it here to go ahead and restore the bike back to original condition. Of course, there's no tank with it. Originally, it's the wrong front end, but the motor itself is all there, and that's what the important part is because it goes by the engine numbers, not by the frame numbers. Well, the K models, the carburetor was always coming out the wrong side. It had muffler plumber fittings. Come in here, take a look at this. When you were putting the motor together, you had to leave the cylinders loose, and then you would put the manifold on and tighten it as tight as you can get it, and then take a hammer and chisel down on it to get these nuts tight enough, because the wrench they made wouldn't work. It was a spanner wrench, and it kept coming loose. So to get these things tight to where you could really run some higher compression, you had to take a chisel to it. A dull one, not a sharp one, but a dull chisel, and just knock it around. And when it got hot, you'd tighten down the cylinder nuts, tighten up the intake nuts, and go faster, go faster. I would say $1,800 would be a great price.
Swap-O-Rama!
Swap-O-Rama!
These guys just stole the show. Of course, they brought some antique bikes out that are very close to original. We got a knucklehead, panhead, and a flathead. Very rare, all hardtails, Springer front end, so they're all 48 or older. and they rode the bikes here, it looks like. So let's take a look at them. The 45 motor, the 45 flathead and the 80 flathead are hard to recognize sometimes because they both look the same. There's a slight difference in the heads and the cylinders, but the easiest way to tell if it's a 45 is the chain side. The 45 chain has this drive on the right-hand side like Sportsters do. That's where they got it from, and all big twins all have the left side drive. So if you look at a bike and it's got a left side drive Harley, it's a big twin. It's not a 45. This is 55 and older. There's a big crossover difference. In the old days, the older guys would say, "Well, I don't do anything O-ring." Well, in 1955, the panheads went from the plumber's fittings, which were the hard nuts, to O-rings, and that was a cutoff year for a lot of guys, just like I was with fuel injection. When fuel injection first came out, it's like I don't even need to deal with it. So I've been doing carburetor bikes for a long time now, and I'm into the fuel injection now, but still, it's one of them cutoff deals. It's like, you know, the young generation versus the old. And the O-ring was the deal, 1955. I feel like I'm a young kid again because these types of bikes were missing for a long time. We went from the chopper era to the bagger, not the bagger era, but the stock era where nobody liked a chopper, and then the choppers came back out and went crazy, and they're gone now. The big wheels are out, but the big comeback right now is the old bikes. The kids are buying up panheads and Sportsters and junk, and they're just putting them together, making them look good, making them rideable, and they're cool as hell, and it's coming back. It's like what was old is new again, so don't throw away any of your junk. It's not junk anymore. Bring it out to the Webster swap meet and talk to some of your friends. Come on out, see us.
It's Webster's Swap-O-Rama Cycle Auto Swap Meet. First Sunday of every month, 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m.